And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our wholesome society can we remove this sickness from our souls.
Those folks who were responsible have been held accountable.
Develops weapons of mass destruction. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society.
And welcome back to another episode.
Ballin' intro.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the WRK podcast where we ask the questions, but at the end of the day,
Who really knows?
As
Did
always,
you miss that?
I missed
Fuck,
that one.
Michael, god damn it.
as always, I'm your host, AJ, here with my good friends Dylan and Michael.
Yeah.
Howdy.
And today we are here to talk about kids in cages. And I wanted to start out with this quote tweet that I saw today that fucking popped my brain cherry in a way that hasn't made me question anything the same way in a while. Like I'd say a solid 5 months. It says it's the same agency, the same facility, and the same excuses. The only thing that's changed is the person in charge.
Yeah. I think I heard that same quote. Yeah.
It's
Maybe. I don't remember.
fucking-
But yeah.
Orange Man bad.
Yeah, that was the saying for 4 years.
I mean, yeah. It's same. I don't even know though. Same, obviously, through different leaders. But I mean, these kind of what we're gonna talk about today have been around more recently, haven't they? I don't know in the past. Were they much different? Were the conditions better, worse?
Our entire adult life, it's been the exact same thing.
Has
Yep.
it?
Yeah.
Adult life. Yeah. Adult life, yeah. But I meant before that, when, before the Obama administration. And well, I'm sure, I don't know. I wonder what it was like before that.
A lot less extreme.
I was going to say, yeah. I don't know
The
how you
term-
could go more extreme than what's going on now.
The term for the use 3 years ago was barbaric,
Yeah.
and it was a lot less extreme before that. So
Yeah.
it ramped up a lot in I think it was 2014.
Yeah.
It was,
So we'll talk about kids in cages. All right, all you fucking creepy dudes that were tuning in because of the title and you're getting all excited. Put your fucking balls away and get out of our fucking show.
not that
kind of kid. Yeah, not that kid.
I thought it was kids in Tupperware containers.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
that's what the title we were going with.
It's
It
close.
should have been, but
Yeah. It's
just
close.
just to really drive in that fucking factor.
Yeah. So any creepy, sweaty, bald fucking pedophiles out there, if you clicked on the show because you think you're gonna get off to something, just take a step back and get the hell out of here, okay?
I mean, they might get off to our voices.
Well, at least we're not underage. So
Still don't want you.
Yeah, you're probably right.
We've shooed people off the live show before.
You're right
We'll
on
do it
that.
again. Speaking of the live show, if you're watching it live on YouTube, welcome. Feel free to comment. If you're not, check out the next live show on YouTube every Monday night, unless deemed on our Twitter, WRK Pod, or at WRK Pod. We'll let you know when we're not doing a live show on a Monday.
We're the bosses here, okay? We do what we fucking want. But yeah, Mondays.
Yeah. Yeah, and that really ties into something that I wanted to end the show on. God damn it! But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Damn, you better write it down.
Oh, well, I have it written down.
We need a whiteboard, something where you just write shit down,
Yeah, I feel like we turn
we
into
look for a piece of paper to write shit down. Fuck, write this down.
Erase.
we'll turn into Charlie Kelly real quick
Yeah, exactly.
if we had a whiteboard. I think it's
Exactly.
best that we don't invest in one. We could paint chalk paint on the walls down here,
Okay.
like the wall behind the curtain.
Sammy is here. Let's give a fucking warm welcome She obviously saw the title "Kids in Cages" and was like, "I'm fucking in, dude."
Yeah. Definitely wasn't us chatting all day that made her join the chat. No. Yeah, so, hey, first live viewer, go follow her on twitch.tv/sadsams.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
For sure.
Throw that out there.
Yeah, don't know how to spell it.
You're going to
though.
find some weirdos in your chat now, Sam, so
Yeah,
you're
good
welcome.
luck. Yeah, especially we tied her Twitch tab to the channel Kids in Cages. You're gonna get some fucking creepy, sweaty dudes. Oh my god.
And Michelle the Great.
Yeah, and Michelle the Great.
But we love her, so.
Yeah, she's
an OG.
She's an
OG daily fucking live stream
right.
viewer.
There's no
when
way
she gets out of the plant.
Yeah, when she gets out of the plant, no way she can't see Kids in Cages and want to fucking hop into this shit.
Nah, she's gonna jump in.
Yeah.
You already know.
I mean,
you already
Kids
know
in
Michelle. We're starting at 7:30. Michelle's gonna be here by the end of the show.
I know she gotta be. She's probably already here. She's probably like, boys.
Could be.
Yeah,
Could
she's
be.
like, boys, I'm already here. I'm already fucking here.
Boys, we're here. Your hair looks great.
Yeah, we do look great.
So yeah, this topic is one that makes me really sad and angry simultaneously, because like I know, and we all three at this table, and a lot of the viewers that tune in every episode know that we have talked extensively about human trafficking and how bad the problem is.
Yeah.
And a huge major of the problem in the United States is the Mexican border as far as human trafficking goes from South America. Obviously, not South America. It comes from Little Rock, Arkansas. We've talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
So it makes me really sad knowing that.
Where Clinton reigned.
Well, yeah, 100%. But it's like saddening knowing that if we were to, I don't know, like just go open border on the southern border, it would increase human trafficking from South America to an extreme amount because there's no border control outside of, well, I guess Mexico has southern border patrol, but it's
Right.
not that great.
Yeah, Laura Silsby would have a pretty good fucking time.
Yeah, Laura Silsby would have a
her
heyday.
job would get a lot easier.
And it makes me really sad that people fleeing like these war-torn cartel countries and they're trying to escape, like some of the means of access of them escaping is into sex slavery and like sex trade. And that shit bothers the fuck out of me.
I think we just need more of an Ellis Island kind of thing again. Yeah, that might work, right? They did some weird things to people there, I'm pretty sure, but as long as we make it an easier way to transfer,
like
you know?
and we've talked about it on the show, like literally in the heyday of, I'm pretty sure it's a blocked episode because the audio was so bad and the video was so bad. We've talked about it before.
first.
Like we think, like all three of us have agreed that like there should be an easier point of access to the United States of America to become a citizen, even just green card wise. And it's just sad that there's not. And if you take the extreme route and make it like an open border situation, this human sex trafficking will just be insane.
I haven't said this before, but I think the test to be an American citizen, you should have to be able to down a full fucking bottle of Hawkeye vodka. And if you can do that, you're in.
I have seen an illegal immigrant. We've all seen an illegal immigrant do that, and he threw up in the back of Michael's car.
It was 2 fingers fucking tequila. Just to
Oh,
let you
was it
guys
tequila?
know. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that explains the color.
Yeah, yikes. Maybe it should be tequila, not vodka. That's too easy for some people.
I remember that
Skinny
was the
white girls, easy.
first time I ever got caught drinking because I walked, because your car broke down because your oil pan got ripped out at the gas station.
Hey,
And fucking,
these
I walked
things don't happen
home
underage.
from fucking Dylan's apartment, and I had a mustache drawn on my face, and my dad's like, "You were drinking last night, weren't you?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "Hey, go look in the mirror. You were drinking last night." And I was
Damn.
like,
Wait, did you
"Damn."
say that I was at my place? Did
Yeah.
we do that on
Yep.
you? Yeah, that's probably us. Fuck, dude.
oh,
Yeah,
the-
I apologize. I'm
the
sure I
joys of
probably
being young
apologized
again.
back in the day, but
I'm pretty sure it was Larissa and Lucas, but same diff.
Sammy said she would be a citizen. You couldn't drink a full bottle of vodka. I feel like Sammy, if anyone, would be the one person who could do
Yeah,
it. So,
vodka Sammy, dude.
Yeah. We all know your secret, Sam, so just fucking relax, okay? We're not trying to point fingers or anything.
Yeah, just chill out. Chill out a little bit, all right?
Also, Lorenzo, what's up? Keegan, what's up? We got the whole fucking squad in here today.
We got
It's
some
fucking good.
we got some homies in the chat.
We got
That's
the-
nice. I love that.
The whole homies in the chat.
And you got the live chat pulled up on your little tablet,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't even have to look at the screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tequila signed me up, Sam says. Good for you, baby. Good for you.
You do you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
If it's tequila, you're finding me in the front lawn somewhere.
If it's tequila, you're finding me at Booty Call Beach with my clothes in a fucking tree, waking up in the sand butt naked.
If it's
So
tequila...
last time I got drunk on strictly tequila, and it was like a year after high school, and I woke up in the woods at Hartman Reserve, butt naked, couldn't find my clothes, saw my pants in the tree. I was like, what the fuck happened?
I think last time I got ripped on tequila, I was throwing up out of my mouth and my asshole. Probably, I think at the same time, actually. So that was awesome.
That's when you know you're really fucked up, when you're projecting out of both sides on the toilet with like a
Yeah.
shitty like $5 Walmart trash can in your hands.
Oh yeah,
Those white ones, I know what you're talking about.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are the square? Yeah,
You gotta
I got,
get-
oh yeah.
You put like the fucking Walmart sack in it after you're
Yeah,
done.
you put the sack that you bought it in inside of it, and that's the only garbage bag that you have the entire time you own it.
And it's a Walmart bag too, so there's fucking like 10 holes inside the bottom. It's just try and take it out. It's just swinging everywhere.
And then you put it inside of your city dumpster garbage can after you throw up in it, because you're like, I'm not gonna wash it out. It costs $5. Like, fuck that. Put warm water in a vomit-filled garbage bin. Hell no, that's gonna smell so bad.
Gross.
Stink up the whole house.
Damn. So hey, where are we starting? Where are we starting this journey about?
Let me start here. I just saw something actually online that Base Nectar's got a big old lawsuit on him right now because
Oh really?
for child trafficking
Damn.
Really?
or human
Damn.
trafficking, I guess. But yeah,
Dude, there's a where the fuck is he from? A Republican elected official facing human trafficking charges right now
Jesus.
as well.
You said a Republican. Was it?
His name is something Gates,
Shucks. Yeah, dude. I
and
fucking.
he literally like made a tweet like 2 years ago when like Russiagate was ending. He was like, if I'm ever involved in a controversy, I want it to be called Gates. Turns out that's not what they called the controversies, and it's just fucking sex trafficking of a minor.
Oh man, dude. I feel like I know the name too. Fuck.
It's something Gates. It's
I
it's
can't-
literally Senator Gates. I don't know his first
Yeah,
name.
dude. I saw that and I was like, damn, people
What
are
the
still
fuck?
out here like getting like trying this shit, like not afraid to get caught. It's like going
like
to the casino.
public figures. Like it's not
It's like,
even.
Right.
it's like playing. If you're
It's
a
not
senator,
even. It's not Randy down the street. It's fucking Senator Gates.
that's like playing fucking roulette and like betting on fucking like green or some shit. Like that's the risk you're taking. Like,
I put
go
all my
fuck
money
yourself.
on zero. Put it on the board, Grant. What?
It was 1 to 35.
Man, that's crazy. Yo, but dude, Base Nectar, my fucking god, dude, that's
fucking crazy.
childhood right there.
It's not just on Base, it's like Base Nectar and their whole fucking like the record label, all that shit is getting sued.
Jesus. I mean, okay, like how do you tell these guys like that probably don't care and they're cuz he's not American, right? He's fucking I think Base Nectar is he's somewhere else. So he's probably like, bro, maybe he is I don't know if he's in America or not. But I don't think he's
All I know is I almost saw him in Burlington one time.
bro.
But-
he
Most countries extradite though, so
yeah.
I mean not Greece and Sweden, I think, but
Or Russia or
Russia,
Cuba.
Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
mean, go to those.
That's nuts. You can't trust anyone. Do
I
you
go
guys
to Russia. I just figured out how much a U.S. dollar is worth in rubles. I'd definitely go there, especially after them Biden dollars come out.
Damn.
Man, baby.
Do you guys ever have that thought that like I used to have some idols in like, you know, movies and shit and like Hollywood, but now I think if I actually met like someone who was high up in the biz and like famous and shit, I don't think I'd get that excited. Like if it was like a musician, yeah, but like someone like Hollywood, shit like that, like I'm like, dude, I don't think I could like
No.
trust you. Like I think I'd be like, oh, cool, like nice to meet you, but I'm not gonna freak out. I'm gonna be like, bro, you could be a fucking child molester. How do I know?
Have you never met like someone that you idolized when you were growing up?
There's
Nope.
one person and NF, the fucking like Christian rapper dude, and I thought he was pretty chill, and I still to this day I'm like, dude, I think you're a good dude. Like I don't like you're not gonna get in this. So I'm like cool with that. I'm like, hey, I met someone that I fucking thought was like way cool, and turns out he was a very, how do you say what do we call the boring Jeb? Is
low energy.
Low energy Jeb. He was a very he's a very low energy
Wait, he just
Jeb.
got done rapping, bro.
Like, I mean, I know we caught him before his performance, and he was probably just like, you know, who's this dude and this girl? But he was like, chill, like, let's take a picture. But I saw him with fans and everything. Low energy Jeb. Sorry. His raps are not low energy Jeb, but he himself gives that kind of vibe. Makes me feel bad.
Yeah, like I met Mick Foley, and like super excited, like nervous when I met him, and he was also like, once I started having a conversation with him, and this is someone I idolize because I grew up loving wrestling, like pro wrestling and shit. And once I like when he addressed me, and this might just be like a him as a level of celebrity that he is, was like just addressed me like I was on his level, literally churned off any fear or anxiety I would ever have of talking to a celebrity, just because he was like, yeah, me and you, we're both humans, we're both, you know.
Well, maybe
And
that's
I
what
was-
he wants you to think.
And I think
Well, and I feel like that's how
wrestlers-
What if he was an alien and he's just trying to say that?
Well, he could be
Dude,
an
but, like-
alien. I mean, I saw him go fucking have a tooth go through his nasal cavity and come out
Damn.
of his nose.
Nasty.
He got his tooth knocked out, or 3 of his teeth knocked out, and one of them came out of his nose. Have you ever seen that video?
Hell no. I'll have
Yeah,
to look it up.
he got thrown off like a 20-foot cage through a table, and his 3 front teeth came out, and one of them went down his throat,
Fuck.
up through his nasal passage, and came out of his nostril. And he fought like for 20 more minutes with a tooth hanging out of his nose. It's and that guy talked to me like I was his equal, and I was like, if there's any celebrity that talks down to me at this point, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you know what that story reminds me of a girl that I think we all know named Kelsey, when she literally was almost in a WWE match at Voodoo, the dance club, and stabbed our other friend Sam with her mouth on accident. The tooth fucking broke off, and fucking, I don't know, just had memories right there. I always love that story. Fucking just almost like she's like trying to eat the person. I don't know.
I mean, she's just kind of as awkward heights.
I don't know how it happened. I wasn't there. I wish I was there.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with the person in question here.
Oh shit. Okay. But yeah, no, like famous people, like I don't trust them because I don't know what the fuck
Well, it's
they're
like
doing.
if they look down on you, they have an agenda. It's basically the point I was trying to, like, a famous person, like some
Right.
Mick Foley, WWE Hall of Famer, talked to me like I was almost
Right.
on, like I was the same level, like that. I don't know.
We're all
That's-
peasants.
That's the first time I've ever been like nervous to meet a famous person, and ever since then, you see a famous person. Like when I lived in New York,
I just want
it's
to
like,
meet
I've never really
whatever.
met any famous people except
wanna
for like
meet-
Mark Schnackenberg.
our
locally
news
famous.
channel. Dude, I want to meet a famous person, and just so I can be like, I don't give a fuck about you, and have them just be like, how does this guy not give a
Dude,
fuck
that's
about
literally
me?
how I feel like I would, after that encounter, approach every famous person that I would meet. Mm-hmm. Especially, I don't know, dude. Dude, just the idea of like TikTok famous people just
Oh
makes
my
me.
god! Dude, what you gotta do is you just gotta walk by and crop dust them.
Yeah.
You ain't shit. You're never gonna be shit. Smell my shit.
Dude, I don't know, man. That shit always weirds me out. I like Bass Nectar, like whoever would have fucking thought. Like you just don't know.
Dude, they were
You-
fucking they were probably taking kids at the
Well, it's,
concert.
it's,
That's what was
it's
happening.
the same thing as like fucking people don't like to talk about it, but the Grateful Dead, like I think it was the bass guitar player was employed by the CIA to spread LSD through.
Oh yeah,
the
remember
entire
you
United
were
States.
talking about that, or I think you were talking about that. That's crazy as hell. But I mean, shit. Like, I mean, god damn. You know, LSD wouldn't be such a bad thing if we didn't have all the media brainwashing us. You know, it could have been a great thing.
Well, in the 70s, they were trying to like do MK Ultra over they were trying to see if they could brainwash an entire population of people called deadheads.
There was a study. I don't know if that was the study, but it was talking about. I think it was an MK Ultra experiment when they were, it just talked about the results of when they brainwashed people. Maybe it wasn't even with acid and shit. Maybe it wasn't even MK Ultra, but just I think it was like a historical thing of showing news media and shit like that to make people in fear, and their success rate was just really big. And I was just like,
Oh yeah,
I was like, yeah, like I mean, of course, sounds totally fucking
didn't-
right.
Either Michael or I shared that in our group chat. It was a Russian experiment by the KGB, and they were airing 40 hours of like fear propaganda through over the mainstream media there, which is the only thing you see on TV at that time, and it instills like if you get someone scared of something, then
The obedience level or some shit.
the obedience level of it increases by X amount, and it was Russia released that information to try to put Russiagate to bed. Was the whole study.
I mean, it's just, it's one of those things, man. Fucking, how dumb people are is, in my opinion, how these sex trafficker people, get away with shit. I mean, people have been living this happy life their whole lives, but now, I mean, in my opinion, now shit's getting crazy. Like, people got to be careful because people are starting to get so low class. People ain't got nothing left to live for besides go after these fucking big dogs,
Well, it's not even necessarily like a smart or dumb thing. It's like, this is the information that is being spread across every news network. And it's like, and people in their brains are like, well, it's news, it's the news. And they don't think about, it might be propaganda.
Bro, I was watching,
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was watching another Jimmy Dore thing about the fucking Washington Post, Jeff Bezos and shit. Fucking
Yeah, Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post.
And he, in one of his articles, I loved it. It was so fucking funny. It was talking about the editor's opinion is what it's called. So like they pick someone to write what the opinion is. And the title of the article is why it is bad if the stimulus package or whatever is $2,000. Well, like why it shouldn't be $2,000, why it should be $600, why it's bad if it's $2,000. And it was just like what? like that's on their fucking, like they picked the guy. It wasn't just some random article, some random guy who wrote an article for him. It was like they handpicked the guy to write that headline and everything.
I saw this fucking thing that is like, the United States of America is the only country that watches, like AJ saying, watches the news and doesn't believe that it's propaganda. You go anywhere else like China, they know that what their fucking government is spreading is all fucking lies.
Like North Korea,
you
better believe
they know that shit.
You better believe they know it. They're like, huh? You said we have what now?
Yeah, you open the door of their grocery store and it looks like Escape from Tarkov in the fucking store.
Yeah.
Like it's pictures of fruit on the window and you open the door and it's just like, what the fuck? Dude, literally, Seth Rogen and James Franco got banned from North Korea and put on a hit list from Kim Jong-un because of how real the propaganda side of the interview was.
I remember that shit was awesome.
Kim Jong-un was like, if you are North Korean and you live in America, I'll kill them.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know why I did a Slavic accent. I don't know. I feel like if I did Korean, it would be racist.
I don't know if I know. The only accent I know is from fucking what's his name?
Borat?
The guy who played fucking Kim Jong Un in the interview.
Oh, that wasn't Kim Jong Un.
Yeah,
I thought they cast him directly.
Yeah. Wasn't it that dude in Always Be My Maybe? Wasn't it that guy?
Was it him?
I thought it was him.
Did he wear a fat suit?
I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know, but
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, imagine him, because that dude's like 6 foot plus.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe not because he's in Hollywood and they're all like.
They put him on
short.
a box or some shit.
But in Always Be My Maybe, he looks tall as shit because he's several inches taller than Keanu Reeves. I'm trying to remember in my head. Fuck. I didn't expect to talk about this today.
Yeah,
not
what's our
prepared.
what the fuck's our topic today?
Shit, what the fuck are we doing?
Who what are we talking about? Come on, man. Is that that was kind of scuffed? Was that
Joe
Biden?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I wouldn't lie to you. I'm the president.
Dude, ever since my laptop started on fire, like 30% of our sound bites are just Joe Biden. Because I'll remember until the next day to redo our sound bites.
That's crazy though. Like not to like try and like veer way back on topic, but with talking about the whole ICE situation and shit, and like how it's like the same animal, different leader. Well, it's like, okay, well, who's our leader now? And who was our leader when the shit was actually getting like fucking pushed and started? Like, and who was the second in quotes, like who's the second in command in charge of the country? You know?
And that's something that I have later in my notes, and I'm just gonna jump straight ahead to it and try to go back because there's no veering back on that. So AOC, you guys remember in 2018? What made her super popular in the Democratic Party on Twitter was she went to the facility where they were detaining children that were crossing the border. And so she released a video on Twitter again talking about how it's the same system, different animal, but the old animal was worse than I saw that video. Yeah, she says this is barbaric, but what we were doing before was more barbaric.
In Trump's talking about during Trump's terms,
Trump's administration was more barbaric than Biden's administration. And if you've seen the video, the Biden administration's fucking approach to the immigration and all that shit is so much more barbaric. It looks like you're putting kids in Tupperware containers.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting. It literally looks like you're in a canning and I've worked in a
I'd rather be the barbecue sauce in a fucking can than one of those.
Yeah, dude, I worked in like a brewery where we would can bottles, and it looks like almost the same thing that we would do with bottles, but with fucking humans, and they're in Tupperware, literally saran wrapped cages. Like they're like, oh, they're not cages because they're saran wrap. It's like, motherfucker, it is COVID season. There's a pandemic, and you're still putting 40 people in like a 10 by 10 room with bunk beds, and you're calling that not a cage.
I think that they like it's weird how they, as I would say, any group, I guess. It's weird how once they get in their position of power, that they stop all the pushing of what they wanted, you know? Like,
oh, yeah.
It's like, why not have the same energy, AOC, towards the Biden campaign, and why not be progressive as you say you are?
But it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like AOC with that
It's like she
video
just stopped.
was that more of a recent video that she
was
did?
literally like
That was
late last week that she released that. And when you release shit like that,
did you see that, Mike, at all? The video.
When you release shit like that and you try to say that you're for the people and you're progressive and shit like that, like you're the enemy of the people when you're spewing just like, dude, oh, it's the same thing that we were doing 4 years ago, but this is less barbaric than it was 4 years ago, but it's the exact same thing and there's no excuse for it, but it's less barbaric.
If I found I could probably find the exact point of time where she talks about that. If you give me a sec, can I play that shit? Because it sounds fucking ridiculous, dude, the way AOC fucking says that. I'm just gonna see if I can't, whatever, but the way AOC talks about that is fucking insane. She tries to pretend like she's still being a progressive and shit like that. She's still trying to pretend
the thing about what she did there was she went out there, protested that facility. The facility was attacked by protesters, attacked with Molotov cocktails. ICE agents were targeted with gun violence, shot at, received death threats, and it was like, oh, we're fighting the good fight. Fuck ICE. And now, 3 years later, now that Biden's in the office, she's like, we're doing the best that we can for the people at the border. It's like, you can't change your tune like that if you're for the people, not only of America, but for the world, which in her old old propaganda videos made it look like she was for the people of the world, not just for America.
I just want to see her OnlyFans.
Yeah, I would still smash, but fucking hate her. I would hate fuck her.
Oh yeah, And go-
That's
You
it.
got to.
There's no love.
Damn.
But it's-
Oh yeah, here. I'm gonna figure this out. It's just crazy. I want people, because the way that people will try, and I've seen other, like, I looked into it more and to watch people try and defend her and shit like that, and I just want people to like hear the way she says this, because it's really fucked up, in my opinion.
Dude,
It's so fucked up.
I agree with like 90% of some of the shit that she says.
Oh, I agree with a lot of the shit she says.
But
It's just
what she
yeah.
does, I disagree with 100% of it. And her backpedaling and petty bullshit, it's just no. Like, I don't care. I don't care anymore. Like, you had your chance to try and
It's like she did all this big old talk, but then once she got in, or they got in, and she realized, oh, there's nothing that they can do because this is what's
Dude, she had
going
so
on
much
for
hope when
fucking
she-
20 years.
when she was elected, she fucking protested Nancy Pelosi first day
Yeah.
and turned into a fucking mouthpiece for her.
Mouth breather.
Bro, do you mind if I found it exactly?
Yeah,
You mind if
play
I
it,
play a
play
little
it,
bit of this?
yeah.
This is the way she says this just pissed me the fuck off.
Be very clear about that, because I don't want to draw false equivalence. What is happening here is not the same as what happened during the Trump administration, where they took babies out of the arms of their mothers and deported their families and permanently traumatized these children, some of whom we don't know will ever be reunified with their family again, which is a level of human rights violation that is just simply not the same.
Not the same. Fuck you, bitch.
Both of these things are barbaric and they're wrong. But when you rip a baby out of the hands of a mother, you cannot
You gotta
draw
play the sympathy
same
votes.
comparison. And anyone who's trying to do that is doing a profound disservice to the cause of justice. So I don't want to excuse any of this.
All right, there's her sympathy. None of this is good, but
That's exactly what.
she's like, basically like, none of this is good, but this is way fucking better than what Trump was doing. Our cages are still shit. People are still jam-packed into these Tupperware containers, but it is not the same. Those babies that are ripped from their moms are going to have way more traumatic experience than the fucking 6-year-old kids and 10-year-old kids that are sleeping side by side, fucking 50 people inside of a Tupperware container.
So two
Flung
things
over the border.
two things on her video is, one, the only reason that we're continually referring to them as Tupperware containers as opposed to cages is because they've basically saran wrapped them, the cages, and to protect the people working at the facility, but not the people detained in the facility from COVID-19.
Right. You're going to give
And-
everyone in
and
their
two-
masks.
and
the-
two,
like
now-
all 50 people inside there, you're going to give them all masks.
Yeah, and two, now, because of COVID-19, the United States agencies of ICE and the Border Patrol are working with the Mexican government to separate families before they even make it to the Mexican border.
Yeah.
They're separating them before they get to America.
Child
And
sex
so- and-
trafficking,
and-
dog.
yeah,
They
and-
don't want to say it. They don't. They're like, they get press away from people being separated in the United States. Two, they can send these kids wherever because they sell these kids for fucking money.
And she calls it Trump's system, and it's not Trump's system.
Right.
The system was in place before in 2014. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that makes it quote unquote Trump's and I no love for Trump. That guy can burn in hell for the rest of his life. But it's not his system. The only thing that he didn't do was stop it on day one. And the only thing stopping that would be open border, no border patrol.
yeah.
And yeah, I think,
think-
dude, it's such a fucking like people are too scared to talk about the illnesses of the Obama administration's border security system because they're like scared of being called racist because Obama. It's
bummer.
It's not about Obama. It's not about. It's about a bad fucking idea, bad plan,
Right.
bad
Like-
execution.
like-
And then they were just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, we'll put Trump's face on it and call it Trump's border security."
Dude, like AOC spent probably 3 seconds talking about. She probably spent like 5 seconds total in that whole fucking speech about how it's bad regardless. But the rest of her fucking speech was to try and defend fucking the Dems on this shit. And like I think she was talking about how it was worse when Trump was there because of the less actual like deportations that he did, or I think it was the less deportations that he did, but then it was like talked about how ICE and like the people in charge just weren't cooperating with him because they didn't like him. So it's like that's not even an argument. It's just bad either way. That's what it should be said. It's like it doesn't matter what's happening.
Right.
It's just bad either way. Like AOC's
We're gonna
a
try to
fucking
work on this,
biatch,
you know?
dude. I want to fight her. I know I shouldn't hit a woman.
I think she'd beat your
But
ass.
I would. Oh yeah, you think so? Oh man, call her
That's what I'm
up.
saying
Call
right
her
now.
up. Tell her
Next
I'm
YouTube
here.
boxing
Tell
match.
her I'm here.
Either a boxing match or like wrestling.
Tell her I'm here. I could fucking man.
Someone get Vince McMahon on the phone.
I'm gonna knock her so hard she stops fucking lying to us.
Dude, it's just there's no point to be gained when you're spewing shit like that outside of stirring or churning people against each other. Like it's
Well, I'm trying to
Yeah,
protect your
exactly.
party. The only like you say that shit to protect your party. Who's the one who told her to say that? Was it her idea? Fuck no. It was fucking probably Pelosi saying, "Hey, listen, bitch, you better go on there right fucking now, or I'm gonna fucking."
you want money from the DNC for your
Yeah.
next campaign?
Yeah,
you
are
better,
you gonna be reelected? Nah, not unless you go up there, fucking tell him how bad it was under.
which is kind of ass for like a grassroots. Like she beat an incumbent Democrat as a grassroots person in the Bronx, and now she's sucking Nancy Pelosi's toes to hold her
dude, that's-
seat.
You can, and that's what happens. You know, you get in there with good intentions like she had, and you end up a fucking turd.
I did talk about that with our boy Keegs. I was like, you know what? Like, and he even, we were both talking about it. It's like we get it. Like, when you go in there, you have these ideas and you feel like you're on top, especially how she got her position. And it's like, how do you not feel like you're doing so much good? But the
fucking money.
Mm-hmm. Word money.
it's just like, dude, like you lost all respect. You could have done things so much differently. I think in her head she wanted this position of power. She doesn't want to step down from it. She wants this position. She wants to be the one who people look at and be like, damn, this bitch is good. What happens if she says, they were fucked up and I'm gonna leave because
She can't be the fucking spokesperson of immigration anymore. She's lost that in the, I would hope, the eye of the public because of her blatant lies
Fuck yeah.
and blatant fucking disregard of what's actually happening at the border right now. Where they literally just put cling wrap from Cisco around the fucking cages that are keeping people
I think
in.
AOC would have done a lot better with her career if she would have tried to stay out of the limelight a little bit better.
Yeah,
maybe.
me too.
Yeah.
And she would have been way better if she was an independent and could have fucking chosen an issue. Dude, she could have been she could have been a JFK level politician, I think.
Bro.
If she would have,
I just
want to say,
if she had a fucking backbone, she could have been a JFK level politician because she's got the sex appeal, she's got everything that you want in a politician, and she's got fucking ideas too. And some of her ideas, fucking like banning cows from farting, fucking retarded. Okay, like banning. Just the cow farting. It just blows me away.
I just want to make clear. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, I was just gonna say, fucking banning cows from farting, like that blows me away. as far as like a. But
Well, like-
the Green New Deal kind of shit, like there's some decent ideas in there, but to
Run that as a fucking-
enforce it or not globally but nationally, it wasn't like a
And then-
we're gonna do it step by step. It's like this starts tomorrow kind of shit.
But then think
Yeah,
about
it's
that
like
as
the
well.
$2,000. You guys are gonna get this instantly.
Think about that.
You
as
want
well.
2,000? Vote for us.
If
Ossoff and Reverend fucking what's his nuts.
If you implement these things like the Green New Deal that hinders all the production in America, you're just gonna set us even farther back from competition like China and Taiwan or
Dude,
whatever the
if
fuck
they
else.
pass the Green New Deal, straight up moving to a different country for better internet.
Well, I'm just saying you can't fucking good luck with a fucking electric tractor. You gotta fucking charge up every 4 hours.
Bro, I was gonna say though, in case anyone's listening and maybe you don't know as much and you don't know what AOC stands for, it stands for Nancy Pelosi. I don't know why. I don't know why I had that in my head. I was like, I gotta say this. Fuck, dude. That's like, I don't know. That just fit the perfect thing in my mind. Like, dude, bitch, get off the fucking stage. We know that. Like, as soon as you got in there, you ain't shit. You ain't fucking shit. You're. I was talking about it. Like I said, I was talking to Keeks. Your video for your campaign video, was awesome, and your ideas awesome. Everything you were standing for, awesome. Sounded fucking so good. Too good to be true. Well, it's too good to be fucking true. So
Well, it's
go
like
fuck
when
yourself.
Dorothy lands in fucking Oz and the house doesn't land on the Wicked Witch of the East. It's like now you got two Wicked Witches to deal with.
Yeah.
Like a fallacy land. Like
Okay, so how do we know the other one wasn't the Wicked Witch? She told the girl to steal
no, she didn't
some-
land on either. She fucking
Right.
AOC landed in Oz and the house didn't kill either. So now she's got to deal with the Wicked Witch of the East and the Republican and the fucking Democrats. Is what the East Wing and the West Wing.
I was just kind of saying, in the movie, the house crushes the one, and then the other witch is like, yeah, steal that bitch's shoes. How do we know she's not really the Wicked Witch? You ever think about it that way?
No, not really. I was
still-
just making a one-off reference off the top of my head.
I don't remember that movie so well. Those fucking flying monkeys when I was a kid actually kind of scared me. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Yeah, they still scare me.
Bro, yeah.
They got the fingers with the talons of a hawk, I think is what the book says.
Oh man,
I read the book, dude. The book is fuck.
Dude,
you think
I
the movie's
should,
freaky?
I should read the book. Actually, that actually sounds like a fucking
the
trip.
monkeys don't have
Symbols?
fingers; they have fucking talons like hawks for hands.
I thought they were symbols.
No, I don't think so.
What am I watching?
I'm gonna start a YouTube channel where I just read books to people. Could I get in trouble for that or no?
You could also just start an audiobook profile.
Yeah.
And then she got into the Oz and she was like, "Nah, bitch, nah."
Turn like old books that nobody can read anymore into like
And for
hip
millennials,
language, yeah.
book readings for millennials. And she was like, "Oh man, you ain't gonna cap these? Nah, dude, I'm about to fucking get you some trees, dog, so you could chill out."
It's about sex. That's her favorite, so.
And she was trying to fuck all these midgets and shit. It was getting real crazy, real fast.
So, something that we've speculated on the show in regards to not necessarily like this subject, but just in general, is that the Biden presidency is going to be either the Kamala presidency or the Biden or Obama 2.0 presidency. Mm-hmm. We've talked about that a couple times.
well, Kamala right now. Biden, put Kamala in as head of the fucking border fucking crisis. Not crisis, because it's not a crisis apparently, but
Since we're talking about Kamala and other, I just went on a fucking whole streak of watching Door, and I was like, it was so funny watching.
Did you see the thing where he was Kamala met with Bill
Yep,
Clinton?
that's what I was just about to talk
Bill
about.
Clinton about fucking women's suffrage.
Oh, I was on fucking Discord talking about it to the people. I was like, so one of the comments, one of the like top comments was like, asking Kamala Harris to talk about women problems with Clinton is like asking fucking what's his nuts and Jeffrey Epstein to talk about fucking children or something, like babysitting children, you know, like it's so funny, dude.
One thing I put in my notes is asking Kamala Harris and Bill Clinton to have a meeting about women's rights is like asking Kamala Harris and Bill Clinton about having a meeting on how many minorities they convicted on minor crack convictions.
Oh yeah, that was another one of the videos I watched a little bit. Was I was like, there's no way. It was one of the videos where some guy calls in pretending to be Biden, but talking about Kamala Harris and how he hated her drug addiction and stuff. And I was like, that's fucking
That's
funny
one
as
thing.
hell.
Did you guys see that as well? That like a bunch of White House staffers got kicked off, got fucking fired for previous marijuana use back in the day or whatever.
Yeah, Kamala Harris, when she was running for president, went on the Breakfast Club and joked about smoking marijuana illegally in California, saying, well, I'm Jamaican. When she was the DA, she was talking about smoking marijuana as she's convicting fucking minorities for marijuana charges in California.
Is that the other wicked witch?
She can.
How many wicked witches are there? Fuck. All of them.
She is a fucking stone cold bitch.
She's a son of a witch.
Fuck her. Anyone that looks up to Kamala Harris needs to watch a little bit of WWE. Dude, honestly, I feel like WWE, when you're growing up, brings you into a different limelight of how politics works.
I didn't watch WWE, and I think the first time you ever made that reference, I just thought to myself, yeah, that's probably... WWE is probably the biggest comparison you could make
to American politics.
100%. You could not find a better fucking thing that relates to it as well. There's not one fucking thing on this earth that relates to that shit as much. Like,
no, that's absolutely insane.
It's perfect. And especially the thing like we just saw with AOC that she just put that out. That's WWE written all fucking over it. I'm waiting for her to come get fucking choke slammed and have her fucking bra ripped off and like fight some bitch. I don't know. Like every time I watch politics and media, I'm just waiting for someone to come in and drop kick them off of a fucking 12-foot ladder. You know what I mean?
I'd watch that.
I'd watch it too. That's why I would watch that people watch. They're not even getting drop kicked and people are still watching the news. Are you that fucking bored? Are you that fucking bored that you're watching?
WWE's on TV 3 times a week now.
Dude,
Stop watching CNN.
If I knew that the news media was propaganda before I knew anything, I would watch it way more if people were getting fucking rocked in the fucking RKO'd, off the stage and shit. Like someone just runs into the fucking.
Have you guys seen some of those like the Indian Parliament or whatever? Those they'll have huge fucking battles inside, and people take off their shoes and start throwing it at each other, and their name tags are just throwing it across the fucking.
That sounds
Parliament,
awesome,
dude. It's funny as hell. Awesome everybody will be just ganging up and punching people. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. We're gonna have to watch videos of that later.
It was, this is kind of unrelated, but I watched a video that was okay, this is how Indian films are compared to the rest of the world, and they would do similar scenes, and the Indian film industry, their scenes were so fucking over one of them was Tokyo Drift, where he drifts around the girl's car and then hands him his number. But the one in India was where he fucking drifts and then flips over the girl, and while he's up in the air, hands her the number. And I was just like, hell yeah, that's fucking lit. Yeah. That's what I want to see. That's what we want to watch. That's what the people of America want. I don't know, crazy, dude. That's what it feels like, though. That's why. That's honestly why people get away with so much shit. People don't care. People watch the news to watch a movie. It's like listening to a podcast. This was before podcast times. Was listening to the news. You know?
Yeah. And now there's shows like us, 3 fucking retards, sitting in my basement, exposing.
For a second, I thought you were calling them retards. I was like, God damn. Yeah, you're right. Wait a second.
No, I'm talking about us. No, it's just us sitting in my base, literally exposing shit that the news doesn't talk about. It takes 3 semi-educated people from the middle of nowhere.
Don't put me in the.
Well,
Don't put me in semi-educated. Yeah, I'm
A
on
lot
the
of it-
base level.
A lot of it is a lot of this shit that we talk about gets censored elsewhere.
Yeah, it does, and we're not. The thing is, we're not in fear of losing our jobs when we talk about stuff like this.
Yeah.
Nope.
And that's what makes it, I don't know,
Easy
it
for us to talk the truth. I feel like
Yeah,
we're not
dude,
afraid.
like,
we're not AOC's too afraid to lose her position. Guess what? We fucking don't care. we
dude,
don't give a fuck,
like when
bro.
we talk about shit like this, I spend the whole day, I'm like, I feel fucking powerful that I'm able to spread this to whoever. The fucking people in Australia, people all over the world listen to us.
Right.
Blows my fucking mind that
Right.
people want to listen to three fucking friends
Good-looking
from high
dudes.
school talk about shit like this. And it's nice that we all are able to sit down and talk about it. It's insane that people when the graph shows up on where the countries of people listening are, it just blows my fucking. It's like people in Austria, people.
I think
we got fucking McCheese down in Australia.
Yeah.
Shout out to that dude.
Yeah,
you ever try to
McCheese,
touch him?
dude.
I will fly to Australia and fucking kill you personally. That's a direct threat.
Doug McCheese is the boy. You know what's funny is like I think about back in the early days of the podcast, and this is like I think once you left for Minnesota, and I think me and AJ we started talking about like more like just kept doing like current events here and there, and I kept thinking to myself we joked about this like South Park episode, like I kept thinking to myself like okay, well current events or whatever, but like how long are we really gonna have to really talk about this shit? Like yeah, we have a scam here and like a thing there, and it's like you know how fucking easy it is to just pick a random topic of fucking what's the word for it, of bullshit that they're feeding us. Like how easy it is to find a topic off of that if we don't really want to find a good conspiracy theory, it's just like, oh, let's just talk about AOC fucking lying to the whole country. Like it just keeps going.
Yeah.
It hasn't stopped. It just keeps coming.
We haven't done like a good conspiracy episode in a long time. And it's
but if we
sad.
don't want to, we have enough to talk about. Like we talk about murderers, that's chill. Killing people's cool. Suicide's badass. Just kidding. Don't. I'd say inside joke. Don't quote me on that.
Come on, man.
Goddamn Joe Biden.
God damn it.
God damn it, Joe Biden. But yeah, no, it's fucking crazy. This shit it keeps going on. You
Well, it's
can
just
talk
like
about it forever. I can't believe how
we try to plan episodes like months in advance, and then something happens, and it's like literally since Epstein, we haven't had more than a week where something didn't happen. Literally since Epstein happened, we haven't had a week.
Dude, the social media world is blowing up, and I think that like I was thinking this today when I was watching people talk about like again how these progressive Democrats aren't stopping bills to try and add the $15 minimum wage, and it's like I used to think that the government had a plan, but then I think that they pointed something out. God, I can't remember his name, Falco or some shit. He said something about the higher class, like people like Jeff Bezos, after he posted that shit that the $2,000, here's why it's not good for you. That they're just too fucking stupid to realize that like they think they're in this such big high place that they think they've done so much for our country by helping it grow business wide, that they just think that the country isn't mad and that they're grateful. Like I used to think that they had a plan. I always used to think, they had a fucking plan, that it was like, like fucking, like they know they're going to be pissed at us. That's what I think about Bernie too. Bernie Sanders, I'm like, they have to know that people are going to eventually get mad at them. But then I started thinking, nah, they fucking like they think their shit don't stink. And it's like, oh man, it's crazy to me that people are in such a low poverty level. What else do they have to fucking lose? What else do they have to fucking lose when we make so many people homeless and they decide, storming Area 51? That shit's about to be storming the fucking White House with a bunch of homeless people that are fucking not, old, degenerate homeless people that have been cracked out and methed out that are homeless. It's going to be people that actually are pissed off, that don't have the money, and they're going to fucking kill some people.
Did you hear Charles Barkley on the, you guys probably didn't hear him. He was on fucking one of the NBA fucking, in one of the NBA games or whatever, and was talking about how, he believes in his heart to how most white people and most black people are fucking genuinely good fucking people, and the media is just here fucking separating us and stuff like that. And I think that at some point we're gonna have like a workers' revolt.
Well, yeah, I have it in my I had it. In literally one of the first lines of my notes is them like detaining humans at the border, and I specifically put humans because it's not this color of skin or that color of skin, what country you're fucking from. You're a human. And you weren't fucking given the $100 fucking poker chip of being born in the United States of America. And I also want to talk about like the fucking refugee or political asylum aspect of trying to get to America, where I have firsthand experience of the political asylum, an employee of mine when I lived in New York, trying to get political asylum in the United States of America. It's fucking dog ass. She was from the Ukraine. I'm not going to say her name, obviously, because of anonymity. But she was from a town that Russia was annexing. In, what was that, 2014? Yeah, 2014. This, like, fall of 2014, Russia annexed Crimea. And she was like, well, my family's not going to accept me, and the United States is not going to accept me. What do I do? And I was like, I don't know what to tell you.
You should have just told her to Crimea River.
Dude, the fucking...
That was a bad one.
Well, the first time she told me...
Garbage,
she applied for asylum 3 times. And on the third effort of her applying for asylum, they told her, if you apply again, we will deport you back to the Ukraine.
Jesus.
Back to a city where people were being brutally beaten in the street, women were being raped by not Russian military, but Russian insurgents.
The DOT guy at the Russian whatever, the Russian DOT is just like, I'm a member of the law. Get on your fucking knees, bitch.
It was just like, and that was like a real situation that I have dealt with as far as, like, they asked me questions. The immigration office came in and asked, as her superior or employer asked me questions, and I was like, no, like, she is a really good worker. She could be here. She can stay at, like, I was like, she can stay at our house. Like, just don't send her back. And they were like, send her a letter. Just sent her a letter to her fucking hostel. And they were like, yeah, no, you're fucked. If you apply again, you're going back by force.
That's what's crazy to me. I don't know what you guys look at as far as, like,
porn.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Mostly black.com.
But, like, people talk about the way I don't fully understand this.
Like Christian Mingle.
Same. I don't fully understand, like, how, like, they say, I used to think that there was an overpopulation problem, which I think is true, but with the rate that we're not having kids these days, and they're like, we're not going to have enough people to cover Social Security because not enough people are being born, and there's so many more people that are going to be coming old. I don't know how that works. I don't know the actual, but is that a thing? Like, is that going to be like why would they?
That's a global versus United States issue kind of thing.
They said the whole world can fit in, like, Montana or something like that.
Texas,
yeah, some stupid ass state. I don't know.
If you turn Texas, if you turn Texas into a suburb, the entire world's homeless population could live in Texas.
Yeah,
that just made me. It makes me kind of think like it further reinstates my idea that, like, we talked about how they're trying to do this as a business. How I think ICE is a business for them, because when they talk about the money that they give to ICE, I think it was in the billions.
Oh,
I'm not sure, but I think it was like $4 billion or something was like a budget for them for that department. And on top of that $4 billion, you're getting all these kids that they're trafficking off to make you even how much more money. Like, go fuck yourself.
Do you guys ever hear of like the orphan trains back in the day? So like in like it was like 80s to like 1930, they were fucking like they were taking these orphans from New York and putting them on trains, and said that it was supervised. Everything was supervised, but putting them on trains and fucking shipping them across the country and making these kids go to farms to work and shit like that.
I bet.
And that's what they say was happening, but you know, a lot of those kids probably didn't make it to the farms to go work.
I mean, yeah, you got kids to the farms, slaves, kids to the fucking sex trade. Like,
they say nowadays, like,
you gotta be really
like
pretty.
A child is worth fuck
$10,000 to Wayfair.
No, fucking, well, yeah, but
hey, the product has become more accessible.
No, they say like from birth to death, a child sex trafficking victim is worth like over $14 million a person, because of all you get, like 16 years worth out of sex trading them, and then
hard labor begins.
No, and then black market organ training.
Oh, dang! You can get some good money for a liver.
Well, not from a sex trafficking victim, but everything else is usually pretty good.
Why the liver?
Because of opium abuse,
Nope.
mostly.
Not doing any of that.
Well, they don't have a choice.
Not doing any of that.
That's like the thing is they pump them up. Like, have you ever
You think
seen
their kidneys would still
dude?
be
Have
good?
you have you ever seen what's the fucking Liam Neeson movie? Where his
Taken
daughter
6.
gets taken.
Yeah.
Taken, is that it?
Yeah.
No, it's Take On
It's
Me.
Tekken.
Tekken.
Yeah.
Tekken.
It's Liam
fight
Neeson
tournament.
doing fucking Tekken moves.
No, but like, yeah, Taken is like an actual representation of like human
Oh yeah.
trafficking.
Yeah, for sure. That movie
I mean-
kind of blew my mind. I didn't watch for the longest time, and then I watched and I was like, holy fuck.
I mean,
Like,
you
that's
think they're
crazy.
gonna really like call my dad and be like, "Hey, we need a bunch of money." They'd be like, "Well, I've got like $20
Well, they
in my bank account."
They didn't call him. He
Oh.
just kind of picked up the phone.
But I mean, think about that. Think about people who say, "Yo, we have your kids. Give us this ransom. Give us this money." Guy goes and takes a bunch of money out, gives it to him, and like, "All right, well, go fuck yourself. Now you're poor and in debt. So
Damn.
good luck."
and your kids fucking
And your kids
ours.
Yeah.
fucked. Absolutely fucked.
That movie was actually like a huge realistic representation of what the human sex trade is.
I don't think it was real. I think it was like made too much of a
Too Hollywood.
Too Hollywood. Whereas
Yeah,
I'm
but-
waiting for someone to make the movie of Epstein's Island. Like, we need to start showing. I'm not even kidding. Like, we need to start having some guy make a movie where this fucking 7-year-old fucking girl is the main character and just has fucking creepy guys. Like, I don't know who's gonna play
Dude,
Trump or Biden.
literally, Matea went on to
Bro, Jim Carrey's gonna play Joe Biden in that movie.
dude. Matea went on a school like college visit to Rome and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And some dude just came on her friend on the bus. He was like, "This is Rome, bitch," and
Damn.
fucking-
I mean, you should probably see a lot of that in New York too, though.
I mean, that happened here in
Not-
Cedar
not a
Falls.
lot of that.
Not on the
That
subways.
happened here in Cedar Falls, and he got
I remember that.
Yeah, he just like got in trouble because he just walks out of the bathroom and just jizzes on some chick. It'll happen anywhere, man. It'll
Yeah.
happen anywhere.
That was at school, wasn't it?
It wasn't at school. It was at
Oh.
like his apartment or something, or her apartment. I don't know. They were hanging out, and I think he just came out and just fucking out of the bathroom and just
bust a
jizzed
nut
on
on
her.
her.
I don't know if he got it on video or not, but yeah, she pressed charges, and he fucking got in some big trouble.
That's fucked.
He was. I wonder his career, because he was gonna join like the military and shit. And I'm like,
No,
well, you
no,
probably. I don't know. Would they like?
you wouldn't
Okay,
do
but
that.
listen though.
If he just
What-
got a slap on the wrist.
I was gonna say, like, would they accept that over? Like, I remember telling a guy who tried to talk to me for a while about trying to join up, and I was like, okay, like I was too nice at the time to try and tell this recruiter to fuck off. As soon as I told him I was on Adderall, some ADHD medicine, he was like, no, you're not for us. But imagine like a guy like being to them like, yeah, and I had this charge, I came on this chick, and I got in trouble for sexual assault. They're like, that's fine, you can still fly a plane. But as soon as you're on ADHD medication, nah, not for us.
Yeah, no, they just like people that beat their wives. I'm pretty sure.
Dude, I mean, you play ball. It starts at the bottom level. You play ball, you're on the fast track. You're on the train to fucking.
You beat your wife too? Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Go home and smack my wife in the eye.
Did you hear about John? Yo, I wasn't gonna give him a promotion, but I just heard he slaps the fuck out of his girlfriend, so we're about to give him a promotion because that guy's hard as fuck. Like.
That's what goes down.
That's what I imagine the military. I mean, that's what I imagine the military. We've heard plenty of fucking stories about the military, people in the military, and it's like people that do crazy fucking shit, and it's like, how do you not get higher up by just playing ball? How much fucking sexual abuse and shit have we heard from fucking military
play with
and
balls.
shit? Yeah, you gotta play
like
with
the sexual abuse and shit that we hear from the military is like fringe like I'm not
It's
fringe,
it's
but
a bunch of nasty girls.
no, it's just like I mean we're talking about like the shit in Vietnam and shit like that.
Shit.
The shit that led to fucking Richard Ramirez becoming the Night Stalker because his cousin was in the Green Berets and it's fringe nowadays, but I don't know. Like
Back in the day, it felt like that's when we look at Richard Ramirez. Like now we look at it because we have such a movement, but it's like back then to them, it's like yo, like this is totally natural. My fucking older cousin, it wasn't his older cousin, Richard Ramirez. It was like his older cousin or some shit was the one who showed him all the pictures of him like raping and shit and killing people, and it's like, well. You didn't get in trouble for this, so how is that not fucking normal?
Oh, they got in trouble for it in Vietnam, but like not to the extent that you would nowadays.
I think a lot of them got fucking fragged. Fucking right in the tent.
It's Richard Ramirez one-off example. It's not like
I just love how he got caught. That's just the funniest fucking story.
Dude, there's a movie or a show, and I always thought that
Netflix original about it.
Okay, there's so if anyone, I don't want to spoil anything. Have you guys all watched the 1984
American
Horror Story? They do a Richard Ramirez chase scene, and I was watching it. And I literally got up in my seat and I was like, no fucking way am I about to see the Richard Ramirez chase scene. And sure enough, they gave it to me and I was like, that was fucking awesome. But when they talked about that series about him, I was like, they better outdo it. They better do it right. Because American Horror Story didn't do the chase scene right. They did the, we found out who this guy was, let's start chasing him. But it wasn't what I wanted. It was good. Wasn't what I wanted. I want the actual jumping over fucking backyard fences and shit.
Getting
like
caught on clotheslines.
Yeah, like we all talked about it. Like he didn't just get caught randomly. Like he was running for a little while. Like I want to see that chase scene
for blocks. The mob was chasing him for blocks.
Yeah,
dude. That's fucking hilarious.
Right. And he's not an unfit guy.
Blocks.
And you talk about
LA
fat
blocks.
people. Like Like this guy
That's
made
like a
it a
country
while.
mile.
Like I don't want to see a fucking short, like minute long fucking chase scene. I want to see the guy fucking. I wanted to. Like,
I want half of the movie to be the
Yeah,
chase scene.
exactly. Like that's what I fucking want. Come on, give me what I fucking want.
Since we've been talking about the army, dude, fucking we have a military member that's a fan of the show returning to America from his duties overseas, coming back next month.
Oh, shit.
That I know just because my cousin's in his platoon.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and I'm gonna try to give my cousin a couple stickers to give to him.
Oh,
A couple
shit.
of our stickers, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They're coming back from Kuwait. No, not Kuwait. Afghanistan, maybe.
Dude,
I don't remember where they are.
It
but
would be cool. I feel bad because like I don't want to make them have to say shit that they can't say, but it would be so cool to have people on here that are like,
yeah, no, I
that are
totally
like-
agree. And I've thought about asking my brother to come on, but it's just like
I don't
want
yeah,
to
you
put
don't
you
Yeah,
in a,
no.
I don't want to put you in a position
exactly.
to lose your scholarships
Right,
and stuff like
right.
that. Like,
But I mean, like, you know, like maybe we just got to find some fucking 70-year-old homeless guy who's just still talking about the war, and we just got to
See,
bring him in.
I got a
I'm
buddy
also
that,
way into that idea too, but
We
I
might-
also
my-
don't want him to know where the studio
bro.
is.
Yeah,
my
exactly.
buddy would join, but he'd probably want to sit behind his fucking curtain.
But we could figure that out.
He just like he doesn't want any.
Maybe we just gotta hide all
You
the
know.
we gotta hide all the shit that we're on. We gotta
could
tell them
literally
we're
just cut a hole in the curtain and shove the microphone through
and
it.
be like, we're not actually on camera, bro. Like, trust me, like we're not.
Well, I mean,
He
you know,
probably knows,
He
though.
just doesn't want him to be out there like that. He's pretty.
Yeah, no, I get that. I
Yeah.
get that a lot.
Hey, that's not a bad point. It'd be like, what's the show where they do that, where they put him in black, like all black, and is it Vice?
No, that's
I'm
the,
Yeah, I mean,
do they do it
Vice
on Vice?
does
Like,
that.
yeah, I'm
Like,
sure they
every-
all do
every-
it.
I think it's
Everything does it.
the Masked Singer, I think.
Yeah, the master. We'll have him in a costume. We'll have him put the fucking deer on, the deer head on
No,
for the whole episode.
Juanita's for.
She's not hollow. I
No.
gotcha. She's a virgin. She
It
hasn't
took,
been,
it took a
she hasn't
lot
been
to
touched.
mount her to the wall the way that she is, and I don't plan on redoing it.
Word.
We'll give him a
we can just give this dude a voice change or something like
we'll
that.
we'll give him a Grinch costume.
You have to have him in the devil voice the whole time.
Yeah.
I was over there killing motherfuckers. I was over there killing bitches. I was protecting the weed poppy seeds.
Oh, dude, he's got some fucking stories, dude.
Live this Monday, watch as I kill 100 people with my AK-47. God damn it, I love that shit. Fuck,
Yeah.
dude. If fucking Bill Gates wants to implant us with microchips, at least let me have a voice changer in it. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, I
come
just
on.
looked this up the other day. The most powerful doctor in the world is Bill Gates. How does Bill Gates how is Bill Gates a doctor?
He
I don't know.
put DR period in front of his name.
You know what though? It's just like I looked into it and he was given doctorates because of his accolades. He didn't like go to school.
Yeah.
He didn't go to school for any, being a doctor.
They should have given him a doctorate in business or whatever for fucking...
Whoa.
Bill Gates
shit.
He's the fucking
Cousin
sus,
Lenny?
dude.
He's the
Bill
imposter.
Gates is sus, dude. Bill Gates is so motherfucking sus.
Bill
Bro.
Gates is cousin Lenny, dude.
Bro, oh god, dude. Bill fucking Gates. Do you guys, this vaccine that's coming out, I don't trust it.
Nope.
No, do
It's not
AJ,
even
do
fucking
you?
approved by the FDA, fucking whatever it's called yet.
They said there's gonna be, man, like, I trust it in the sake that you're able to be immune from COVID-19 for XYZ. Like, it still hasn't even.
Right, I don't
Can't-
fully
it still hasn't- it
distrust
still
it.
hasn't
I don't
even-
think it's like, I don't think it's some cancer pill that they're giving us.
It's not the reason that he's banned from India kind of vaccine, but at the same time, no, they said in, what was it, 2044, they will know the side effects of the vaccine that's given right now.
Awesome.
I think there was some stuff that was
I'm
talking
like, dude,
about.
I'll fucking chill in my basement with my boys.
There was
Yup.
some that was talked about, and Em and I were talking about it. How there was like new shit coming out where they take your actual like DNA to look at what your white blood cells are doing and shit to try and see like what your white blood cells, and they can actually like put the shit in to be like, okay, you guys like this shit needs to be made in your body, and this is what we can do. And I'm like, that's all cool and shit, but I still don't trust it.
Is that the one where they got to swab your butthole?
Oh, I love that
think I'm
test.
gonna I wish
dude.
that
they would swab my butthole.
God, dude, I've done that test like 5 times since last Wednesday, dude. So healthy. It's such a healthy thing for me to do. And they always say like we're gonna swab it, and I'm like, yo, use like 10 swabs.
It's like they don't use those small cotton swabs you put in your ear either. It's like one of them real long ones.
And I still tell them to use 10 of them because I'm just like, I want to be safe, dude.
I feel that.
And then they're like, they asked the person behind them, is it normal for our patients to jizz while they're doing the test?
Yeah, that's normal.
God damn, I hope there aren't any people watching that will get turned on by this, because
I hope there are.
If you do, get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah.
If you do, stay tuned.
But don't know where we live. But follow us home. I don't remember. I don't know how it goes.
We're not even ending the episode. Dylan's doing his outro like 20 minutes early.
Yeah.
If you know where I live, follow me home. I don't care.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
One thing I wanted to say is that as far as AOC talking about like separating children from their parents, like that program started in 2014.
Yeah.
Which just
started. Yeah, that's
when she was working at Hooters.
I don't think we talked about it enough about that shit. She tried to talk shit on Trump's administration. One of the headlines for one of the articles that I was reading, I forgot about this, but it was an article that talks about Obama administration starting the shit. And it was just like
in 2014.
It was like, well, like who fucking started it? Who fucking built these? It wasn't. Like that's why I wanted to ask.
You can check it on Snopes, and one of the jokes is like, "Oh, well, it says Obama built the cages, but the joke is, well, Obama himself didn't build the cage."
Right.
Yeah,
the administration did. And it's
Bill Gates. Bill Gates is one of the leading money givers to fucking Snopes.
Is he?
Philanthropist.
Yep,
bro. That shit just makes me so mad. Like AOC's out here trying to say that it's like Snopes. That it's worth what Trump did, but it's like, bro, your Democratic Party, you're the one saying it's all bad, and you're as AOC, as a lot of people respect you. I think a lot of people, if they saw what AOC was saying about these camps, if the fucking veil was, opened and they could see what she said in the 5 seconds of it's all bad. It's barbaric. If they took that into any consideration and then realized that it all started with Obama's administration, and people are out here trying to share posts that say Obama was voted the best president of our entire history, and it's like, really? Because that's why I didn't really look into what it was before, but I'm pretty sure what I'm seeing now, I don't think it could have gotten much worse.
I think our best president was George Washington.
No, dude, fucking, what was it? Thomas Jefferson led a revolt against Washington in his second year of presidency.
I'm just saying that because George Washington, he just, the thing about George Washington is that he's George Washington.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to be a leader.
He knew he was going to be overthrown. He's like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to put some policies in place.
I don't want to be King Henry.
They wanted to make Washington the king.
Yeah. I don't want to be King Henry.
Right. And if that doesn't show you how little our country actually is, like that's something that's crazy to me, like how little our fucking country has actually changed from like that style of like a king towards, like, yeah, we don't have a king, but everyone looks at our president like the king. You think the king in these other countries was the one dealing with all the fucking little bullshit?
We should have 5 presidents.
Well, we had fucking the UK has evolved more politically than we have.
I think 5 presidents is a good idea.
The UK
I would say,
the
maybe
UK
evolved
has like
politically.
13 parties.
Which is great, and I think the UK isn't allowed to spend more than a set amount on their campaign. Like they are limited to the amount they can spend, which is not, like, if you look at it, I don't remember the exact amount, but it's fucking so tiny compared to the millions of dollars that is spent on like the campaigns in the US. fucking redonkulous, and they can't do it on media. Like, you think about how much you have to pay off a media source, like, I mean, in a sense, like what we talked about, you don't have to pay off anyone because they all work together. We've said it before. They're all the same party. It's a one-party system until the Green Party actually gets in, which I don't think it'll happen in my lifetime.
I want political ads.
I think it will.
I hope it.
Maybe.
I hope
it
political
does.
ads to be like alcohol ads on TV.
Drink vodka. You'll maybe like the Democratic Party.
Well, you can't have alcohol ads on TV. Or cigarette ads, I mean.
Cigarette ads.
Cigarette
I was
ads.
like, what the fuck are you talking
I
about?
see alcohol ads on
I was like, dude, I just saw a
get you.
Budweiser commercial yesterday.
I meant cigarette ads.
But like, dude, that is fucking insane how they handled the propaganda in our country is insane.
Rampant,
I
dude.
grew up thinking
It's
that
not
our
called
country,
propaganda. It's called news.
yeah, because of Obama.
Not even him, bro.
It's always been that way,
fucking
dude.
George H.W.
Yeah, pretty much.
I thought Obama. I mean, I didn't know what it was before
No.
Obama, but didn't we talk about Obama opening it up? That it was.
He passed a law saying that propaganda could be viewed for X amount of hours a day.
8 hours a day, I think, is what
Yeah.
we talked about. I don't know if that's but
That's
yeah,
literally the pass that the Obama administration put through.
That's
hasn't
ridiculous.
been changed since.
And
eight,
that's
8 hours
dude,
of propaganda a day.
Everyone votes him as the best president. You voted for like you
That's
made
why.
propaganda
That's why.
good. Your ICE
That's
camps
why
are
he's voted as the best president in our lifetime or whatever, is because he put so much propaganda into these fucking kids'
Dude.
brains, dude. These kids, he would go to their school and fucking, just pump his ideologies into them and shit like that. And those are the people that are voting on the internet and shit.
You show someone the Metcalf hot mic where he says, well, I just got elected again, can't get elected after this, I'm open for negotiations, talking to the Russian prime minister.
yeah.
And then you also tell people, yeah, in 2013 we ran out of bombs. Yeah. Like literally Raytheon's wet dream. We ran out of bombs in 2013. After the second time Obama was elected. You think best president, they're just like most pop culture president, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Best president, no fucking way.
you know what makes me kind of like you were saying earlier, how you have this feeling. It's like, yeah, like I get the same feeling. It's like, yo, we're talking about shit that other people won't. I love Door, and I've been watching like other people too. But you know what they don't talk about is fucking that shit. They don't talk about fucking how we are literally murdering how many fucking people in other countries. Like they're talking about Door, like, as much as I love you, like, you're a great dude, you're talking about legislation and shit like that. Like, that's great. Like, you have people talking about that. But where's the motherfucker that's high up that's talking about us literally just murdering people for profit? And you just made the list. And you know what? They're dead. Like, they're dead.
Well, you talk about even fucking taking a step down, people talking about sex trafficking, which is completely related to our topic today.
Cappy has died from
Cappy,
yeah.
Isaac Cappy, fucking
Cappy's
gone.
dead.
Chris Cornell and
Chester
Bennington
Bennington gone.
Working on
People are like,
working on a documentary
dude,
of Hollywood and sex trafficking.
10 articles
Gone.
against them. 10. You look on Google, 10 to fucking 30 articles that say this is why this theory is debunked and this is not true. Friends and family agree that this is not true. Yeah, was it because of that, or did you guys fucking pay him off or threaten him?
Right.
Because the shit's happening. It's like, we know. We've researched. We're not just watching Chester Bennington and fucking Chris Cornell and fucking what's his nuts
Bourdain.
Anthony We're
Bourdain.
like, that's not our sources. Like, we're literally just looking up actual sources, and it's like,
and that's what I hope people do too. I hope they
Yeah.
don't take our word for anything. I hope they look what we're talking about and
Dude,
go and
same.
do their own research.
How many people need to be hung from a fucking red scarf
right,
before it becomes?
dude. I thought about that too earlier in the podcast when we were talking. When I was like, I had this thought in my mind. I was like, you know, sometimes like I think people in a position of like trying to get famous or whatever, and like Instagram famous or whatever, like they always hope the opposition fails. They hope the people that are against them and taking money away from them fails. And it's like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't care how many successful podcasts get started that talk about this shit. You know, I don't care how many people actually like talk about this shit. Like, I don't give a fuck how much money I make. Like, dude, I'll make more money probably if the whole world figures out what's going on, you know? Like, it's crazy to me that...
Retroactive, brother.
Right, like...
Radioactive.
It's just... It blows my mind.
It's like, how many fucking coincidences do we have to have where someone famous is found hanging themselves with a red scarf? Like, the amount of people that, like, I've blown their minds about, oh, yeah, Chester Bennington, red scarf. Fucking Chris Cornell, red scarf. Anthony Bourdain, red scarf.
I want them to, like...
And then on top of that, the fucking the pool, the I think it's called the Philadelphia pool.
Yeah, the pictures
where
and shit
inside of Tony Podesta's house, who was in charge of the Clinton campaign. He had a painting of people in a pool, matched the pool of people that were set to testify on trial against the Clinton campaign, found dead in their house. Pool matches the pool in the painting. All the girls hung by a red scarf. All young girls hung by a red scarf.
Bro, and we talked about that one picture that all the members took of where they're all wearing like red shoes and shit like that, or someone said that. It's like,
yeah, and that's
it's like, bro,
Tom Hanks
people
shit.
The
man with the red shoe.
Like, I don't blame people when you don't realize it and you go into Google and there's this many articles of this shit's debunked. But come on, like, where's Reddit when we fucking need it? Where's fucking
Google
4 and 8chan when we need it?
Yeah,
you need to use something other than Google. Google's one of the worst.
But that's why I think shit like 8chan and shit, not necessarily 8chan itself, but the ideology behind 8chan and like fucking Reddit and shit, I think is going to grow to a point where that's where I think, like, you could take away someone's house, you could take away someone's property, you can make them homeless, but you know what's not going to stop them is them having a $50 phone with the shitty fucking phone plan that they can get Wi-Fi unlimited, and they're gonna learn about this shit, and they're gonna get pissed off, and shit's going crazy. This reminds me of times back to the old days of the kings and shit, where you have the peasants rising up and fucking up their shit, overthrowing the government.
Yeah, like the fringe groups can all go fuck off and fuck themselves, but I feel like there's an issue growing as far as human sex trafficking, deportation, shit like that, child separation, that is making people unite in a way that people in power don't see coming.
No, we need to have more yellow vest protests.
I hope that it escalates very quickly, because if it takes more than 3 years now, I don't know if we can come back from.
Well, let me say this: everything was escalating very, very fast, and I think that's why the virus started. Everything was escalating. There was things in Hong Kong, things in Chile, things in fucking London, fucking Brussels, everything.
I was talking to him about that too. I'm like, I literally think they needed to find some way to just hold on for a second.
Yep.
But once
they tried to make Dracula, and they came up with COVID-19.
Yep.
No, I get that, but I'm just like, as of right now, we have a moment of opportunity to unite as not fringe groups. Like, the fringe groups can all go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Unless they're willing to forget whatever makes them separate from the majority. I feel like a majority of the people want the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's a huge time in our culture to unite and aim for the same thing. But I feel like there's a very, big chance that through MC, like the mainstream media, they're gonna be able to.
Right. They want to divide us and conquer, and that's what the media is there for, to help divide.
Where's my button?
What was it?
Divide and conquer, baby.
No, I missed
Dylan doesn't get a shot.
Hey, I'll take it. If I don't have to take a shot, I'll take
Dylan
it.
bought it. He has to take it.
Nope, don't have to take it.
You got to do one of your fucking Hawkeyes then.
I'll do the Black Velvet.
No, but yeah, no, like legitimately, like there's like divide and conquer complex in the world, or not world, but the mainstream media today, and it's dude, it's so disheartening to see like
it's all the ginseng.
People trying to, I don't know, dude, just like the idea of it is ass.
Yep.
Oh, Mike, if you don't, bro, you don't have to. I'm sure AJ will take it. You don't have to.
I'll take a little one.
If you need to wash it back,
Give me one of them Dr. Peppers, Dylan.
oh, yeah. But yeah, no, just like
the same shit. AJ,
anyway, word of the day. Word of the day on the
AJ,
show.
want a little bit?
No, dude. I'm a
No, I'm just gonna drink it, bro. That was weird.
Dude, a little bit of pop. Oh, god damn it.
Was it pop or soda? Where are we from?
Soda.
You need a bag for your soda.
I say both, man. I ain't
So
a bitch.
word of the day is brought to you by Black Velvet. Not sponsor of the show yet. But yeah, no, like I was saying, it's so disappointing that there are people that want to divide us.
Yep.
Just for the sake of doing it. Like there's no, like I'm sure
Money.
there's
money
there's,
involved.
yeah, there's financial gain, but it's
Bro, this is what I was saying earlier. How I talked about how I used to think they had a master plan. But like when they said that, it was like, bro, I just think that they think because they're the shit that they are doing a good for us.
Yeah.
That
definitely.
when they divide us, it's almost in their head that
Bro.
they're doing us a favor,
What-
and they think they're doing
what
us a
was the-
favor by making us the best country in the world. Who posts the articles that say we're the best in the world?
Bro.
They do, and they probably fucking believe it. I used to think they didn't, but I think after today, I started realizing like they think they're actually doing us a favor.
Dude, the World Economic Forum or whatever, the guy that runs the whole fucking thing is like, by 2030, we're all gonna be dependent on the government. We're gonna all own nothing, have no money, and we're gonna be happy for it. And I saw this thing about there's this cryptocurrency that Bill Gates just put a bunch of money into, which it wanted to use your body's autonomy or whatever, you know. So like, the more you move, the more money you make from this Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency. So I feel like they might use that as a way of like, oh, okay. I don't know. It's just weird thought, I guess.
Dude, we're in a weird. I think in history we're in the weirdest fucking point that you could be in. Like in the 70s and 80s and shit, all they had to worry about was them getting new CD players and fucking 8-tracks in their cars. We're in a point of like AI is going to be a real thing, and either it's going to help humanity or it's going to help the government.
AI is already a real thing.
But it's it's going to be accessible someday. People can code now. All right, cheers. Word of the day.
We could
Fuck
all
me
code
up,
on
God.
fucking MySpace, bud.
I might throw up.
Ooh. Bitch made.
Wow.
yeah, it was a little bit rougher than I thought it was gonna be.
I don't like Black Velvet, but goddamn, I was looking for the cheapest thing. I almost thought about coming here and saying, all right, guys, I'm going to do the Hawkeye vodka, and I'm going to just pour a little bit of Dr. Pepper in it. But I was like, they probably fucking hate that. So I was like, I'll do BV. I looked at the ROM. I know our boy AJ here is allergic to the spiced ROM. Didn't want to kill him.
Yeah, I can't.
Kind of.
I mean, it'll be a rough
I didn't want to kill him, but it's like, am I in your will and do I get the house is the thing. And then do I kill you?
I was kind of thinking, though, if I ever do get suicided by the Clintons, I would never want to commit suicide at all. I want to say that right now.
Yeah. I think we all do. Yeah,
instead of using a red scarf, can you guys use like a red G-string or something? Or just a personal request.
I want like a purple scarf, like royalty. I want like royalty. I want to be royally hanged.
I want to be hung like Ric Flair.
Dang.
I want to be hung
like in a Ric Flair robe.
Like very well.
Yeah, very
hung
presented.
Hung well.
What are they called? Willow Works? Is that
who is it? Felicity Hungwell from the Austin Powers movies? I can't remember. Some bitch's name is Hung, or some guy's name is Hung. I don't know.
There's a girl named Alada Vagina.
I do remember the Willow fireworks. I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Very beautiful, like a willow tree.
One of my favorites.
A man should not drink this much diet soda this late at night.
Oh, the aspartame.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be awake for years, dude. I'm gonna be awake forever. What am I supposed to do? Sit up all night thinking about kids in the ice game? Those videos were very. I don't think we could touch on that shit enough. As how fucking crazy that shit was. That's worse than people like when you watch. And I'm not saying it was worse, but like when you watch reenactment movies and shows about Auschwitz. People have more room in Auschwitz than people do in these ice camps. I'm not fucking kidding.
These new modern day ice camps.
Yeah, these new modern day ice camps started by the Obama administration. Trump had nothing to do with it. Okay, he was in charge when they were there, but Obama started it. Yeah,
that's the only involvement he has, that he didn't shut them down.
And yet you guys have fucking Biden 2.0 in charge, and it's like literally the living conditions of these people are worse than. And this is, I don't know.
Where do they poop?
A microwave container.
I don't want to say it's like worse than Auschwitz, but like when you watch what Auschwitz camps were like, and they try and make them historically correct.
I don't know. I wouldn't compare anything to being as bad as that.
No, I'm not.
I wouldn't either.
Mean, living,
just
I guess living
what
conditions.
what you can see.
Right.
And we talked about it. We talked about it earlier.
I mean, what's worse, getting killed as a kid, like just getting sent off and getting killed in the gas chamber, or being a kid through your whole life, getting sent through sex trafficking for your whole fucking life, getting killed at the end of it for organ trafficking? Like, what's worse? I'd rather be killed as a kid. I wouldn't want to go through all that. I'd rather be just fucking killed.
Yeah, maybe I could come back as a bug or something.
As a ghost. As a spooky ghost. They say they want something spooky.
They say they want something spooky. That's not at all what they said.
Oh, God.
It's about sex. That's her favorite stuff.
Yeah. That's what I think about. It's crazy how this shit is literally like modern day in America.
In America.
If it was in another country, I'd be like, oh, yeah, it makes sense. But in America... These camps are
the
fucking
home,
crazy.
America, the home of
the brave.
I was gonna say Holocaust camp survivors and escapees.
Yeah.
And now we're literally dude. Imagine if you went into a room and you didn't know if they were gonna vacuum suck the oxygen out of the room. That's what these fucking rooms look like.
Dude,
so when Dylan's talking about like Auschwitz and shit like that, like that's what the room. It literally looks like a Tupperware container that you pop the lid open a little bit to let.
You gotta poke holes in the top.
I don't want
so
people to think like I'm offending people.
If you have the modern day Glad containers,
I don't want people.
You don't have to because you just lock it in. You fucking flip a lid up.
Just lock it in there.
Yep.
And then you put it in the microwave with the lid, and it has like 4 little holes in it.
Damn.
Bro,
and that's literally what these rooms look like. It's not Trump 2.0. It's not Biden 1.0. It's Obama 2.0. Like that's the fucked up thing about it.
This had to have been happening before. Well, I mean, what did we do before then?
Deport. Just send them. Just fucking put them back.
Well, I mean,
I know I think
the Bush program was put them in
and they would just
in
a bus.
San Quentin.
I thought, oh really? I thought they would just put them in a bus and then send them back to some like random fucking area in Mexico. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Is that what happened under the Bush administration?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought they just got put in San Quentin, but
No.
either way,
like, just-
way better than what's
Yeah,
happening
yeah.
now.
Like,
Well-
what would you rather do? Get put back into this,
Well-
or would you get put in literal jail? There's pictures of fucking 6-year-old kids that are just standing
In a
there
vacuum-sealed bag.
in prison. Worse than prison. People in prison who have
have it
killed
good,
people
bud.
and sold drugs
Yeah,
have
they're
a
good.
better lifestyle than these 6-year-old kids.
Well, I wouldn't-
Our
okay, let's
American
just-
system
and
can
the
fuck itself.
the fucking worst part is that they're not even waiting until they get to the Mexican border to separate them from their parents, but they're still bringing them across the border and detaining them.
Did you guys see that fucking the video
That's-
or
what-
whatever of the guy fucking like throwing the kids over the fucking top of that border wall? Like that
No.
was fucked up. Like there's like a fucking 5-year-old kid and like a 7-year-old kid, and he's just fucking flinging them over the fucking top. Like what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I mean,
Still, it's just like the idea that you're getting separated before you even get to the border,
Yeah, because they know.
and then
these,
yeah,
dude,
and then you're getting detained and then sent back, separated before you're even.
no, they're probably fucking keeping the kids and sending the parents back,
Yeah.
and then they're fucking
can I
selling
just
the
say?
kids.
Can I just say?
Yeah,
I've
I
watched.
100% agree with that philosophy.
Sorry, Dylan.
No, you're
When
fine.
the fucking when the fucking Trump administration was going on, they got blasted for we lost this amount of kids today. Why is that not going on? Because I know they're still losing kids. You know.
Oh yeah, I just listen.
That's
another
I
thing.
really
didn't
hate
even
how
think
the
about
media.
that. I didn't think
the
about that too.
Yeah.
I don't think we talked about it as much, but the amount of kids that we talked about that ICE has probably lost in like
There's like
oh, man.
23,000, right?
No, but my
in the Trump administration
before
was like
before I
23,000.
forget, it's like, dude, I know this is like I'm just fucking around here, but if the people from Attack on Titan can live inside places with these fucking giant ass people trying to come and kill them, and we're literally just, we have no Titans to come and try and eat us, and this is how we treat humanity, like we're worse than the Titans. Like they figured out a way to kill the Titans. We figured out a way to capture and sell the Titans to make a bunch of money. Like we are fucking a million times worse.
Spoiler alert.
And it's just so shitty that show, it like makes people be like, wow, that's crazy. I don't want to be in that lifestyle.
Bro.
Yeah, our lifestyle is way worse. Like being a kid
this
is
is
scary
fucking
as
crazy,
shit, bro.
So when you go on Google and say how many kids have been lost from ICE in 2021, all of it is Trump on this, Trump this, Trump that. Like there's nothing about the current administration doing anything
It was
wrong.
Obama.
with
Obama did it. I'm gonna say it here for the fucking 100th time.
Even
Obama did
on this,
it.
it says thousands of migrant children is detained in Trump era policies, and that's fucking
Yeah, smoke and mirrors.
dude. I hate that the media. I hate the media.
Another thing I don't know, we probably touched on, but one thing I wanted to touch on with the whole thing with Bezos talking about the whole $600, $2,000 stimulus check was Bernie also was super supportive in that whole fucking bill. Like, dude, Bernie was one of the guys that was like, from what I was looking at and researching, like he was super like he was like
Jeff
he
Bezos doesn't like Bernie though,
dude. But it doesn't matter because they both were smoke screening the whole fucking thing, and Bernie had quotes saying that this was one of the best things that has happened to humanity in a long fucking time. The $2,000 relief bill was
they're
one
just
of
giving
the
you
best.
your money back though.
Exactly. No, people are pissed about it. People are fucking pissed about it. But Bernie's out here, and I'm like,
why is it so good to get this little amount of money?
Dude, that's the thing. It doesn't mean anything. And Bernie's out here trying to defend it, and people are still fucking gung ho Bernie. And I'm like, can you get your fucking dildo out of your fucking ass for a second?
I don't understand though, because Bernie really pushes that kind of thing about being dependent on the government. I don't understand what you're trying to say. With
No,
that.
he's saying
I was
like
saying
it's
the followers. We've known Bernie. We've known Bernie.
heads.
We've known Bernie, but
Right.
the burn heads is what I'm saying. The
What-
burn heads are
What
what I'm
about
saying.
like what about what though?
That he pushed this bill and said he literally
the
quoted
best we
saying
can do.
he didn't say it's the best we can do. Bernie said it is one of the greatest accomplishments.
Right, but so that's what he pushes for. That's what he strives to do is to get the community socialized.
We've known that.
Yeah, we've
known
Well, no,
that.
that's what he runs on is socialism.
But I feel like
No,
this
we're
is,
not talking about
Giving
no.
people money like that is
No,
socialism.
hold on a sec. No, we're not talking about him being like, oh, this is the best thing that we've done as like a achievement in socialism. We're talking about the people that follow him being like, oh, this guy's gonna give us X, Y, Z, and just blindly following him.
That's
Right,
the thing is that
right.
the blind.
The blind
the blind
that makes a lot more
followers,
sense.
Which
Thanks,
is
David.
which is the people that we used to talk about was saying, dude, we hope these followers step up now that they learned Bernie isn't their dude and they need to step up themselves. But it's like, bro, your guy
Not gonna
Bernie,
happen.
your
No.
guy Bernie is literally out here saying that this is one of the greatest
Heads are fucked.
Bernie said it's one of the greatest accomplishments of our time. He said it's one of the greatest accomplishments of our time to give
And
people
you-
$2,000 while the rest of the world is getting. I'm a
$2,000 a
Black
month.
Velvet.
$2,000 a month.
But yeah,
the rest of the world is getting
and people like I'm sorry, like Bernie,
the rest of the civilized world.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Like-
from their governments they're getting that money from their governments that we're giving their governments.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's coming
Yeah.
from America.
100%.
Yeah, no,
It just
Yeah,
sucks. Like
in
I
case you
agree
haven't-
with-
in
I know
case
what
you
you're
haven't been
saying.
watching
Though.
the
Like I
show.
get it. Like it's like yo,
Right.
fuck. Like yeah, he does. Yeah.
I mean,
man,
any
it's
chance
fucked up.
any
It's
chance he
crazy.
would get to further the deficit, I feel like, oh yeah, I'm all about that.
He's a part of the system. Bernie
Yeah,
is a part of the
definitely.
system. We've learned that it's crazy how he spent his whole life
Dude, he
showing
tricked the fuck
pictures.
out of me. He tricked the fuck out of me. I
Same
tell you
me
what.
too.
his
Whole life of getting pulled by
Talking about like
police.
2016 getting swept by Bernie.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
But
yeah.
dude-
Me too.
dude-
I thought he was the God-saving grace.
but that
and
was
I
also
like
I
dude,
Bernie,
what-
Bernie can go die in fucking hell and have Satan fuck his asshole with a big fucking strap on.
But that's also
I
before
hate
we
you,
learned,
Bernie Sanders.
before
You
we had
fuck.
time to learn about who
Agreed.
he is. When something new comes out, you're like, damn, this is actually cool. But then it's like, damn, that's way too good to be
Dude,
true.
think about the old pictures of him getting pulled by police.
Just imagine
you
this.
know?
Like, fucking imagine in our lifetime. I hope this happens in my lifetime. Imagine the IRS stops giving money to the INF.
The
Yeah.
English,
The
England,
Bank of England.
Yep. Not gonna happen.
Imagine that. Dude, well, what the fuck are they going to do about it?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's literally
yeah.
that's the fucking idea that we have to have with foreign relations is, well, what the fuck are you going to do about it?
Dude, that's how I feel at work too.
You
like
want
whenever somebody else, like a contractor, be like, "Oh, you gotta come do this or this," and I'll be like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." And they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
and I've felt that
what are you
way.
gonna do? Whoop me?
Yeah, that's the
Fuck it,
that's,
come whoop me then, bud."
That's how I felt with several of my jobs as well. It's like,
Right.
what the fuck are you gonna do if I?
If I don't do it, fuck you.
That's the thing that's crazy is that it's all business. You know, like we could totally overpower them by a fucking mile. We could that's what I think. I don't
Dude, their
know,
entire
but we
country
could,
is the size of Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Bro.
We could over fucking power them by a mile, but we don't, and no one knows it. And
the fourth largest army is the gun owners in Wisconsin.
Exactly.
Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Second largest navy is our retired, like you guys said. You guys said it to me. Our retired ships, our retired navy ships is the second largest.
Yep.
Like the fuck. We are so fucked. Like I love living, where I'm at. I love living where I can have,
We're in the
fiber.
safest spot in the world, bro.
Yeah,
I love having fiber optic internet. I love it. I can't complain. But you know what? If I had to give all of my shit up, if I had to give up my games, and my shit to make a world where we were more fair, and we didn't have as much, and
The
we
world's
had way
not.
less.
Life's not fair though, bro.
I know.
And
Yeah,
that,
I
you
get
can't.
that.
You can't have a fair life.
But if
because
I
that doesn't
if I could give it up, I
breed
would.
change. I understand that, but that makes people stagnant. You need to have people experiencing hardships enabled for the world to grow.
Right.
So
And
people, like maybe
if I gave
somebody
it all,
is.
let's say I gave it all up. Let's say I gave it all up. Let's say you told me in my wish, a genie gave me a wish to
Right.
give it all up, and I had to start in this way so that the future generations would live in a world where the government was just and right and treated the people like that.
Right.
I'd give it all up. I'd say, dude, I got my
Bro.
3 best homies here. Like, I'll
What
fucking
does it
do
say?
some drugs with you guys, and
If you had all the
know,
money in the
shit
world,
like that.
what'd you do?
If I had all the money in the world, bro, I'd do so many things
I'd
to
be
help
doing the
people.
same thing.
I'd probably
I'd-
fucking burn it all, dude.
I'd
I'd help
be
so
doing
many-
the same
I'd-
thing that we're doing.
I'd try and
tonight.
I'd create an army to take down the fucking U.S. government.
Then
you
they-
guys heard, God, that's probably bad to say, isn't it?
If I had all the money in the world, I'd still be doing the same thing that we're doing today.
I'd burn it
Yeah,
all.
same. I mean,
I had all the money in the world.
This is
I'd
the
burn it
highlight
all.
of my week, bro.
I'd burn it. I know. That's what
And
I'm
I
saying.
love that people love listening to us talk about random bullshit. That
Same.
Random bullshit.
I just think it's fucked up. Like that's why I said before, like we're not in it for money, and we don't care if other people try and start podcasts. And let's say they took away, listeners. So it's like that's not our idea. Our idea is that more people talk about this shit because the more people talk about this shit, the more we're gonna get fucking results.
yeah, we just want to play video.
We want
games.
results.
We
dude.
want to play video games.
Yeah, we want AI robots to wipe our ass and fucking clean our teeth. We want to just do that, but you know what? We can't because the government's fucked up. Jeff Bezos, suck my fucking dick. I fucking hate that guy. Read too many articles. Dude, Jeff Bezos should die. I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna get killed
He's
next
Lex
week.
Luthor, but
Yeah.
Dude, how
Probably
this guy's
gonna
got
get
so
killed
much
next
fucking
week.
money, but how is he not Lex Luthor or Batman?
We don't have a Batman. Who's our fucking Batman? No one. We don't have a Batman. That's what's fucked up about our society is we don't have a Batman.
You think Elon Musk dresses up as Batman at night?
The only Batman I could think of would be
He punches him in the
fucking
face, I'm
Ashton Kutcher. But
No, I don't
Ashton
know about
Kutcher
Ashton
reportedly had, like we talked about it, like had more solved shit than.
well, he has done more against child sex trafficking than the United States government.
But it's
Right,
not.
and you also got a
it's-
question.
Ashton Kutcher.
You also got to question that too. I mean, question everything, right?
No,
Well, no,
I
it's
agree.
just like in solved cases, Ashton Kutcher has
Well,
solved more
But I
cases.
agree.
Right, probably,
I agree.
yeah,
You gotta-
probably.
you
But I'm
question
saying though,
everything.
like
question everything. What's going?
some dude fucking stole some shit from me out of my car last week, and without me even saying anything, he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, my wallet was stolen," and I was like, "Bro, you're the only new guy that started working here. You're the only new guy that started working here, so we all know it was you that started stealing stuff." So
That's what I think about.
Well, right,
Kutcher.
but we're talking about nationally. Ashton Kutcher has solved more child sex trafficking cases.
I'm not denying that fact. I'm
No,
just
I'm
saying
just-
that
I'm
you
just-
know,
I'm
like
just
sometimes
putting
you
it-
can have a cover, bro. Is what I'm saying.
Well, right, but what I'm putting in the context is that nationally, Ashton Kutcher, and it's not able to be disputed, has
not
solved
trying
more
to.
child sex trafficking cases than the United States
Wasn't
government.
there something against though?
But it could be
okay,
a front.
hey, wait.
There
but
was someone that worked there that had some questionable
wasn't there
motives.
what? Oh, was that? I don't know.
I don't know it off the top of my head.
No,
don't
I
have
know.
it in my notes, but-
I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not putting anyone on the line, but I thought that there was at some point something that happened in that with Ashton Kutcher's shit. And I'm not saying he didn't do the right thing or what happened. Like, I really just don't fucking know. And I'm cool to say that I don't know. But I thought that there was
I'm pretty
something
sure what the
that-
story is that there was questions about someone that worked in his nonprofit, and they had evidence to fire them, and they didn't fire him or her. I think it might have been her.
That's
And-
fucked up, though.
And it was evidence pointing towards like either giving traffickers information or hiding information.
Isn't that just fucked up though? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of fucked up
but-
a little bit.
but it still solves more cases of sex trafficking than the United States government.
Dude,
fucking
100%.
Well, his testimony to the Congress is just mind blowing. Where he's like, the United States government has to come to me, an actor from Iowa, to solve sex trafficking cases. He's like, that's how fucked we are.
Yeah. Well, because, I mean, our government's doing it for money. We've talked about it for fucking ever. It's just for
Right.
money. That's what this whole thing, ICE taking kids away, AOC talking about how Trump's administration took kids, it's for sex trafficking. Like, are you daft? Are you fucking dumb?
You
Are
have to be
fucking
really
daft?
You have to be blind.
Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking daft? Like, that's the thing I just can't get over is, like, how do you have to believe AOC does not get... She might give a shit, but she's not the leader you need.
She gave way more shit when Trump was president. That's the whole...
That's probably how she got. That's
the-
probably how she got it. That's probably is how she, you know...
That's the whole idea of this whole episode.
AOC
Pretty
is
much.
daft as fuck. And, dude, people, like, they're TikTok stars. AOC is a TikTok star in quotations. Like...
TikTok politician.
TikTok politician.
Like we
TikTok
talk about
petition.
it. We talk about it
TikTok
being WWE, but AOC is the fucking rock. She is the rock of the WWE because
No,
people,
Kamala Harris is the Rock. She's like Hurricane Holmes.
people fucking
Yeah.
I don't know, man, dude. Oh God, they're just. It's fucked up. I want to
But
kill
she's-
them all.
she's
I'll
bass-
ki-
she's
I wanna
bass
say right
backwards.
now, I'll kill them all.
No,
No, you
won't.
don't want to do
No,
that.
you don't want to say that. You didn't say that. But sounds like a good spot to end the episode.
I don't give a fuck. I hate them all.
Goddamn Hawkeye vodka.
It's the way the whole country feels. Not the whole country, because they're all brainwashed.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's fucked. It's all fucked.
It's all fucked.
They brainwashed us. That's what I'm trying. My final point, like that's what I'm trying to say is
Yeah.
we're brainwashed as fuck.
I just
You went through fucking 12 years
say
of school.
the K word.
Oh yeah, that's probably no. That's Let me come on and form.
He wants
Let
the
me-
K word. He
hold
wants to
on,
cuddle
hold on.
them all.
Let me formally. I didn't mean to say the K word. I meant to say cuddle.
Just,
The
I
K
wanna
word.
cuddle
Cuddle.
them all.
Every one of you guys. That's what I meant to say, and I totally apologize for
Or
what you
caress.
guys think I said.
Yeah, we heard all three of us talking to Noah saying that he would cuddle them all.
Yeah, we heard him say he wanted to cuddle and caress their bodies.
But yeah,
That's a good idea. Cuddle and caress. That's what I said. That's what I said. We were here live. That's what I said.
Thank you again, everybody, boys and girls, for joining us. That was very inconvenient.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen of all ages.
For another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask questions, but then today,
Who really knows?
there you go. You got all three of us.
That's what I'm talking about.
You can find links to everything that you need to follow us on social media in the descriptions down below, wherever you're watching. Literally, wherever you're watching. If you want to join the YouTube trend, fucking hit us up. Hit up the YouTube page.
It's fun.
Yep.
And outside of that, we will catch you next week.
And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our whole society can we remove this sickness from our souls.
It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth.